Time for a quick commercial.
That's right, Ellie. This episode is brought to you by Anchor. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Anchor gives you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer. Creation tools allow you to record and edit your podcast so it sounds great. And they'll even distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere. Places like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. You can easily make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. To get started, download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm today.
Happy Hump Day, everyone. It's time for my daddy's podcast.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Lessons for Success show. I'm your host, Adam Wardlaw, a middle school science teacher and a high school football coach here in the state of South Carolina. Thank you again to everyone who supported the show in our first batch of lessons. By the end of Season 1, Lessons for Success have been heard in 10 countries worldwide and 36 states here in America. Hopefully you all gained some valuable insight from the guests we had. I decided to take the show in a new direction, and I'll begin doing short daily episodes to mimic what I'm doing with my students in the classroom, and I hope you'll make these episodes a part of your daily routine. Monday episodes will feature motivational pieces intended to help pump you guys up mentally for the week ahead. Tuesday episodes will feature practical advice for a variety of topics in order to help you guys function more efficiently. Wednesday episodes will feature wise words from a variety of sources, including movies and songs. On Thursdays, we'll look back in the history books at important events and talk about the lessons we can draw from them. And on Fridays, the show will feature feel-good stories intended to send you off into the weekend on a high note. Keep up with the show on social media at L4S Show or use the hashtag L4S Show. That's the number 4. And before I forget, you can support the show by giving a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts. Now let's start the show. Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to this Christmas Day edition of the Lessons for Success show. Normally on Wednesdays, I try to share inspirational quotes, but today, of course, is Christmas. So I'm going to be sharing a quote from one of my favorite holiday movies, Christmas Vacation, featuring Chevy Chase as Clark Griswold. The movie came out in the late 80s and has been a mainstay in pop culture since then. The movie is about the Griswold family and the events that transpire around them and their family during the holiday season. There's one scene in particular I want to examine with you all, and it comes at the very end of the film. You see, throughout the movie, Clark Griswold is trying to do everything possible in order to make sure his family has the best Christmas ever. Yet things keep happening to Clark that sets him back and discourages him, including a Christmas bonus from his company that wasn't even worth the paper it was printed on. The children venture out into the yard after believing they see a shooting star. Clark gathers around the family and shares this quote: "It's the Christmas star, and that's all that matters tonight. Not bonuses or gifts or turkeys or trees. See, kids, it means something different to everybody. Now I know what it means to me." Clark was sharing that he realized the true meaning of the holiday was about spending time with the people you care about and not focusing on material possessions. A lesson we can all take during this time of the year. I will spoil the ending by saying that the light they actually were seeing was from a sewage plant that was experiencing problems after the infamous Cousin Eddie emptied his RV's sewage into a nearby storm drain earlier in the film. And the fumes would catch flames after being ignited by the cigar of another one of Griswold's family members for a very explosive finale to the movie. So this holiday season, let's not forget that we should be spending time with the people we care about and enjoying their company rather than focusing on material possessions that can't bring us the happiness we get from being around those we love. Thanks for listening, everyone, and I hope you all have a Merry Christmas. What's your favorite holiday movie? Let me know by reaching out on the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. See you next time. Well, guys, that's it for this episode of Lessons for Success. Don't forget to reach out to the show on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at L4S Show. Again, that's the number 4. Feel free to share your thoughts on this episode. All the episodes are available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts or anywhere else podcasts can be found. So be sure to like, subscribe, and rate. Thank you again for listening to the Lessons for Success Show podcast.